Hello everyone. You may know that a pub owner is called a landlord in Britain, but you may not know why this is the case. After all, it doesn't seem very logical, as there is no obvious connection with either land or aristocracy. The reason is actually to be found in the 16th century, and more precisely when England was ruled by the Tudors and at that time by Henry VIII. Yes, the one with the 6 wives. But that is not relevant to pubs or landlords. In 1534, Parliament had passed the Act of Supremacy, which declared Henry VIII the supreme head of the Church of England, and effectively tearing the Church in England away from the Catholic Church and the dominion of the Pope. The reason why Henry wanted this act passed was not religious, but rather political. He wanted to be able to divorce from his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, and a divorce could only be granted by the head of the church. As the Pope had kept refusing, making Henry the head of the Church of England cleared the way for him to grant himself that divorce. But I'm digressing. Let's get back to the matter of pubs, but by way of the monasteries. In the late 1530s, King Henry VIII oversaw the dissolution of the monasteries, and this brought an additional financial bonus for the king. In those days, most inns and alehouses were actually run by the monasteries. The suppression of those monasteries consequently led to a new arrangement for those inns. The running of the establishments reverted to the lords of the manor, the individual aristocratic owners of the lands on which the buildings stood. Those lords of the manor generally did not begin to manage the inns themselves, but left the day-to-day running to their stewards, who were also called landlords. And there we are. From that moment onwards, the landlords were managing the inns, which later came to be known as public houses, or pubs for short. So, even though today's pub managers or owners may not be lords or own land, they are known as landlords.